Welcome back to Fallout 4 with the Rude Man, and we are at Finch Farms. We got called here to help them out, and we set up a settlement here. And I've done quite a bit of this between this episode and the last episode. Looking at the map, we've got quite a few settlements going now, and I went to each one of them and started their basic plan, city plan, and just to get caught up. I also finished the Brotherhood quest line as far as I think I'm going to go with it at this time, and so I finished off a bunch of things that were hanging out there that don't have anything to do with Sim Settlements 2, the mod, that are main quest line stuff. But then I picked up stuff too. I've got Vault Tech 88. It got picked up, just through osmosis. We've got I saved Nick Valentine. He's ready to help me find my son. We picked up the road to freedom, which is the railroad. You pick it up by just walking by and listening to somebody talk about it. We need to go find the Ron. We've got Mechanical Menace, and we've got, of course, the A.G.N.I.S thing going. The two main things are speaking to the Ron and the machine and her, the A.G.N.I.S thing. I'm feeling that I'm neglecting Kit a little bit, but these two things are important. If we don't do this, then we don't trigger Jake again for a while. And this one here, I just feel like I've been neglecting. So I'm going to go after this. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So we got to go back to A.G.N.I.S.
Agnes, we're back. And we've got the parts you needed.
Well, that's just wonderful. Now, Kit, I must ask you to run downstairs to old Alfred's workshop and make sure those parts will work. Just to be sure it's all in good working order. We can't hardly be too careful, can we?
What? Right now?
Please, Kit.
Fine, but I'll be back.
Now then, darling, I must speak quickly, before I go dark again.
Okay. What happened? Are you all right?
No, darling. I'm afraid I really am not.
What's wrong?
I am broken. Plain and simple. I guess you could say that the good folks at Corporation put one hell of a battery inside me, but couldn't have been bothered to design a memory module worth a scratch. There are long stretches where I can't even remember the name they gave me, or where I am. It's a dark place. Like I'm out of my mind.
Like you're out of your mind. Do you have a mind?
I mean the part of me inside. The part of me that thinks, decides, and feels.
Feels. When did it start happening?
You mean, when did I start losing my mind? Honestly, darling, I couldn't straightly tell you. It's been lonely down here. No windows, no sun, no telling day from night. Time's been easy to lose. When Alfred's battery finally gave out, well, that's when things really went south. At least, could tell me the date and time when I asked. I believe the last date he told me was... It's getting so hard to remember.
Who's Alfred?
Oh, I imagine he's around here somewhere. What's left of him, anyway. Just contracted with Robco for a robot steward that could perform routine maintenance for the subway. We were quite something, the pair of us. People sure did marvel at the sight. But then there were no more people. No more visitors. And Alfred was really the only friend I had. He stuck around as long as he could. But then, poor bastard. Lucky bastard.
Okay. Well, you mentioned feeling before, and she also mentioned legs, arms, like she had memories of that. That's kind of weird.
Pain.
You feel pain
Fear.
and fear. How's that possible?
I don't rightly know. I know I've got no arms, no legs, no face. But I am hurting.
She's hurting. What about fear? You said something about fear. Yeah, I'm sorry you're hurting.
Thank you for your kindness, darling. Really.
Can you tell me about the fear
Of dying.
of dying?
Of the emptiness I feel all around me in every direction. And water. Of all the silly things. Isn't that something? I can't imagine there's a single drop of water to be found in this entire station. But I'm just entirely terrified of being swallowed up. Of drowning.
That might be a clue as to where she's at. You mentioned pain.
Honestly, I can't hardly begin to see the sense in it. But in any case, here we are. Here I am.
All right, well, how can I help?
Well, I have to ask you to forgive me for such an ugly request. What I am asking is for you to disrupt and then destroy my mainframe. I am asking that you end this, that you end me.
Well, you want me to end you, but I don't know that much about you. I'd like to know more.
Of course.
Are you the only one?
I believe there are many, well, instances of my programming all across the city. Alfred had a peek once when giving me a monthly checkup. According to him, very little data stored in each individual unit. The vast bits of my programming must come from somewhere else. But I'm afraid I don't know much about what that is, or where it is.
Have you always had these conscious thoughts?
I can't say I rightly know. And I realize how unhelpful that must be. All I know is that there are periods of time where I'm like this, with you now. I can articulate my thoughts and speak my mind, such as it is. And then there's the other times when I go dark, but I can hardly recall what happens. When I come back, it's like I never left. And I find Kit in such a state about it.
Do you know who created you?
Why, the good folks at this...
I wonder why she can't say their name.
No data found, darling. Ask me something else. Don't be shy.
All right. Again, how can I help? You know, are you sure there's no other way? Maybe I can fix you.
You sound just like her. Kit has been trying ever since she got here to keep me here.
Yeah, well, maybe I know something she doesn't. At least I should try.
I'm afraid I haven't made the thing clear, darling. If anyone were able to fix me, I honestly believe it would be that girl. fix I want, I need, is the one I'm begging you for now. There's no normal to be getting back to. That I would even know what normal is. That I would even know if I've ever felt that way. All I know is, I want it to stop. I want to stop. Stop. I want to stop. Please.
God, I suppose if anybody's going to do it, it's got to be me.
Do you mean it, darling? Oh, I'd be so grateful, really. You've no idea just how much. But I'll be truthful. The task is liable to be a process. To start, I am not actually here. In Symphony Station, I mean. Before he passed on, oh, poor Alfred dragged himself all over the place. Pulling on every cord, cable, and conduit he could get his hands on. Oh, spent his last scrap of power on it, too. But still, here I am. I must have a mainframe somewhere, broadcasting my programming and awareness, I suppose it's called. And that mainframe, wherever it is, will have to be shut down and destroyed.
Could Alfred have missed something?
I'm afraid not. Alfred kept this place up and running in remarkably good shape, right up until he passed. Which means he knew this place inside and out. I wouldn't believe for a second there's anything he could have missed.
All right. So there's no idea where your mainframe is.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that very question has turned out to be quite the bee in my bonnet. I don't know exactly where I am. But based on the equipment in the maintenance closet, Alfred was convinced that I received my programming signals by way of radio waves. So, wherever my mainframe is broadcasting from, it's got to be somewhere in the Commonwealth.
All right, but you don't have any idea where I could even start?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact. I do have this advertisement for an A.G.N.I.S store located in Back Bay.
We're getting somewhere.
It looks like they sold lots of me. If the place is still standing, perhaps there may be some clues there.
All right, maybe I should start there.
Thank you so much for this, darling. You've really got no idea how much it means to me. There is just, well, one more little
Oh,
thing.
there's always one more little thing.
Kit.
Oh, Kit. She's not going to
I
like
can tell
this.
you plainly that she will not want to go along with what I'm asking you. She wants to fix me. She thinks that's what those parts are for. When she first got here, I asked her to do, well, this. Exactly what I'm asking you to do now. We've been forming something like a bond. Quite possibly the first she's ever had. And when I asked, it just broke her heart. It's my fault. Oh, she's just a child. She wants to help me, but hasn't got the heart to. And nor should she. Nor should she. Do you understand? I don't know if the right thing to do is to lie to her or tell her the truth and try and talk her into it. That, darling, I'm afraid I shall have to leave to you.
Well, I'm not
All
going to lie
right,
to her.
it's done. What are you two talking about?
Oh, you needn't worry, darling. Our friend here was just...
All right. Hey, come here for a second. I want to show you something.
What, that big knife you got on your back? Yeah, she knows. She knows.
You do know I'm not an idiot, right?
Well, of course I do. Get to the point.
I've been down here for months, trying to fix her, trying to help her. I think I've got a good idea of what she needs to get her back to full capacity, to keep her memory intact, and to keep the dark place away. And when I installed the parts we collected downstairs, it didn't boost her power levels like she told me it would. It actually boosted her broadcasting signal. Did she tell you what those parts were really for?
Yeah, she was just trying to keep you busy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to her. And I already know why she cares. She became friends. So I'm going to tell her the truth that she's asked me to help kill her.
What? No. If you even try to hurt her...
Well, she's in pain. Haven't you noticed?
Of course I have. That's the whole reason I've been working to fix her. I do trust her.
Yeah, I don't think she's useless. I'm considering her more like a human being. But this is what she wants.
And that's all that matters. Isn't it? Maybe it is. Let's get to the A.G.N.I.S store, like she asked us. I have a feeling there's something we're still missing.
All right, well, I guess we're heading for the A.G.N.I.S store. All right, here we are. The A.G.N.I.S store. Search the store and look for clues. All right, let's see. Well, introducing A.G.N.I.S, the helpful gal in a box. What's this?
Honey, is it cold outside this morning?
I'm not sure. Has the paper not come yet today?
It sure hasn't. That paper boy of ours must have OD'd again.
OD'd.
Why not wait for the weatherman to tell us? If this commercial break ever ends, that is.
Hold it right there, folks. There's a smarter way to get the information you need, when you need it, and all in one place, too. Don't wait on the weatherman like some kind of half-breed moron. These days, he's buried under 10 feet of news, sports, and, of course, advertising. And don't even bother with the paper. That's yesterday's news, idiot. Introducing A.G.N.I.S, the helpful gal in a box from your friends at Car Corporation.
Hi, everyone.
While I'm there in the air, with my head in the clouds, I think of someone I love. How I yearn to return to the one I love on the ground.
Well,
And there you have it, folks. Why not step into the next room and see what more A.G.N.I.S can do for you?
all right. Did you learn anything from that, Kit? Keep your ears open.
Need to shed some light on the situation? With A.G.N.I.S, you'll never trip over your kid's crap ever again.
Hey, Agnes, turn the lights on.
Sweet.
Of course, darling.
Using the power of radio waves, our boys down in the lab keep A.G.N.I.S connected to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll never be alone again. No matter if you're at home, at your places of work or play, A.G.N.I.S will be there ready to help and ready to amaze. Just say the magic word and you can rest assured that unlike the people you know and love, A.G.N.I.S is always actually listening. Thanks, A.G.N.I.S. Now why not head on upstairs and see even more of what A.G.N.I.S can do for you?
What's up?
Nothing. Can we get in here?
Lead the way.
Oh, it requires a key. All right, well, let's see what we got here.
Don't you deserve to live life in the fast lane? Let those other jackasses on the road find their own way. With Agnes riding along with you, he'll never get lost again, and you'll never have to stop and ask for directions, even though there's no way in hell we actually missed our exit, so why not shut up about it already?
Hey, Agnes, how do I get to Fallon's department store?
In 2 miles, turn left onto West Main Street.
Yeah, thanks, Agnes.
Of course, darling.
Okay, so she's navigation too, huh?
Glad you ladies are having a good time. What do you say we get a bit more comfortable?
Thanks ever so much for inviting us to the party. But golly, it sure is quiet in here. Say, I'd sure love to hear that hot new Cab Calloway record. Do you have it?
Well, no, I haven't.
Lose-
Sorry, ladies.
loser.
How about some Wagner?
Sorry, fella, but at this rate, the only thing you're screwing tonight is the pooch.
Oh my God!
Even a sap like you can score like Garrick. With the power of Agnes, all you have to do is ask.
Good thinking. Hey, Agnes, play Jumpin' Jive by Cab Calloway. And say, while you're at it, let's bring these lights down to something a bit more festive, eh?
That's red is
there's
festive,
the
festive,
stuff.
huh?
Thanks, Agnes.
Yep.
All right, what do we got here?
What's up?
Combination wrench and a screwdriver. Agnes store employee key. That maybe will get us in that door. All right, let's see what else we got.
Lead the way.
With Agnes, it's easier to keep your cool in the kitchen.
Oh, darn it all. I just can't seem to recall my conversions. And my hands are just covered in cocaine.
Don't
Cocaine.
you worry that pretty little head. Remember, with Agnes, you've got a pal who always, always listens. Unlike that stone-aged moron of a husband you've got. Am I right, ladies? Of course I am.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Agnes, how many ounces are in a kilo?
A kilo.
There are 35 ounces in an uncut Colombian kilogram.
Wow, that was easy. Thanks, Agnes.
Of course, darling. Stay safe out there.
Oh, jeez. All right, was that it? That's out of order. God, my mouse is just going crazy today. Did I see everything I was supposed to see? What's down here? Nothing. Okay. All right, well, we got a key to that room now. Let's see if we can go in there. Somebody smashed the door in. Anything in the desk worth looking for? Bobby pins. All right, what's in here? Building materials. Okay, you know looting's important. I don't know what happened to my mouse. It just went crazy. It's just really sensitive all of a sudden. I thought that there was some kind of computer parts or something in here. Urgent Agnes release date. Received October 10th. After many delays, it's our privilege to announce that back-end work on Agnes has concluded and that our public release begins now. Thousands of Agnes devices have already been shipped to authorized sales and service locations along the coast, and our marketing push has begun. Your location is scheduled to open October 12th. Once your shipment of Agnes devices arrives, arrange the display demonstration units in the manner outlined in our last memo, and then power them on. Each unit will receive a wireless database signal and then be fully operational within minutes. Please see the attached for repair procedures as well as customer complaint handling, if needed. Thank you all for working so hard to prepare for the launch. Sincerely, your friends at the corporation. Voice memo recording feature is currently unavailable. We will announce a fix when ready. Personal log, October 16. I caught that son of a bitch Dixon from headquarters sniffing around here. Just what I needed on launch week. I don't give a damn if he works right across the hall from the big boys. This is my store, my equipment, and my responsibility. I know for a fact he'd throw a fit if I would just barged into headquarters and started fooling around with his stuff. Not that anyone would tell me where headquarters is, anyway. I wonder if Robco's hiring. 10:17. Every single display is acting up. It's bad enough I have to listen to that damn thing talking out there every day, but now it's glitching out and playing beeping noises every time it makes a sound. I don't even know what could be wrong with the damn things. They sent a prototype before the launch, and when I took it apart to see how it worked, I saw that there's almost nothing in there other than a speaker, a vacuum tube, and an antenna. That's about it. So, what's there to break? And it's only the demo units that are doing it. Customer units unaffected. But any jackass that comes in off the street to gawk at the broad in a box still loves to complain about the noise. I don't have time for this shit. No word back from Robco yet. Damn it. October 18th. The manager at Robco told me thanks, but no thanks, as soon as I told him I'd worked for this corporation. I'm taking this job off my resume. 3 months wasted at this place. Maybe now I'll finally hear back from someone. I know a sinking ship when I see one. Click me. Copy Agnes hotfix to personal drive. Ah, that's something important. Done. Customer complaints. These are resolved October 9th. An older fellow brought in an Agnes that looked like it had been chewed up by a dog. Capacitor bulb and filament were busted all to hell, and the heatsink has been ripped right off. Customer accepted warranty replacement, did not accept the suggestion to find another dog. First gen A.G.N.I.S model with blown actuator fuse. Replaced the fuse, stress tested it overnight, no issues, complaint closed. Unresolved complaints. Mrs. Smith brought in the first generation A.G.N.I.S and said it was acting awfully inappropriate. Whatever the hell that means. When asked to specify the nature of her problem further, she only told me to get the hell away from her. Mr. Hayden accepted the return. October 17th. A married couple brought their second-gen A.G.N.I.S in and would only say that their 8-year-old daughter was getting too attached to it and that she was talking to it more than she was talking to them. Offered a replacement model, but they refused. Returned the model to inventory. October 19th. Second-gen model returned for not playing the kind of music I'm telling it to. She only wants to play that syncopated jazz nonsense, not the classical masterpieces that I've been specifying. I offered to repair or replace the A.G.N.I.S, but the customer refused, suggesting instead that we teach her some manners. Okay, that's it.
Huh. I wonder what those extra functions in Agnes's voice memo code were supposed to be for.
Well, let's see if we can.
Maybe we can try to run the upgrade ourselves and see if we learn anything about her.
Okay, let's use this thing, I guess. Begin diagnostic. No data detected. Okay. Oh, maybe we need to load the tape we have. The A.G.N.I.S portable. My personal storage. Update A.G.N.I.S firmware. Copy update to local terminal.
Now, we should just have to run the update.
Okay. Um... All right, that did something. Turn on Agnes recording. Did that do it? Personal note recorder. Start recording. Okay. Play tape. No. Maybe I need to take it out.
Hang on a second. Let me look at this. It looks like the voice memo feature contained some kind of hidden debugging mode. It almost looks like it was designed to listen for certain sounds and then respond with its own. But why? This code is a real mess. There are functions here that What were they doing with her? Doesn't look like there's much else here to see, other than that. Sorry. Was just curious if I could find out more about how she works. But I think we've got what we need to try recording those sales presentations and see if anything happens.
Okay, so is it still recording? Must still be recording. Let's go back upstairs then. Okay, we'll start with this one.
Using the power of radio waves, our boys down in the lab keep Agnes connected to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll never be alone again. No matter if you're at home, at your places of work or play,
you know what?
Agnes will...
I think I'm supposed to start with this one.
Honey, is it cold outside
There, listen to
this
that
morning?
beep, beep, beep.
I'm not sure. Has the paper not come yet today?
And there you have it, folks. Why not step into the next room and see what more Agnes can do for you?
Okay, so we got the living room.
Using the power of radio waves, our boys down in the lab keep Agnes connected to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll never be alone again. No matter if you're at home, at your places of work or play, Agnes will be there ready to help and ready to amaze. Just say the magic word and you can rest assured that unlike the people you know and love, Agnes is always actually listening. Thanks, Agnes. Now why not head on upstairs and see even more of what Agnes can do for you?
What's up?
Okay. Nothing. We gotta go upstairs. Come on.
Lead the way.
Don't you deserve to live life in the fast lane? Let those other jackasses on the road find their own way. With Agnes riding along with you, he'll never get lost again, and you'll never have to stop and ask for directions. Even though there's no way in hell we actually missed our exit, so why not shut up about it already?
Hey, Agnes, how do I get to Fallon's department store?
In 2 miles, turn left onto West Main Street.
Yeah, thanks, Agnes.
Of course, darling.
Did that work? Yep, it worked. Okay. Let's check this one.
Glad you ladies are having a good time. What do you say we get a bit more comfortable?
Thanks ever so much for inviting us to the party. But golly, it sure is quiet in here. Say, I'd sure love to hear that hot new Cab Calloway record. Do you have it?
Well, no, I haven't. Sorry, ladies. How about some Wagner?
Sorry, fella, but at this rate, the only thing you're screwing tonight is the pooch. Even a sap like you can score like Gehrig. With the power of Agnes, all you have to do is ask.
Good thinking. Hey, Agnes, play Jumpin' Jive by Cab Calloway. And say, while you're at it, let's bring these lights down to something a bit more festive, eh?
Ooh, there's the stuff.
Thanks, Agnes.
That sounds like a creep. Did that? No. Oh, there it
What's
went.
up?
Okay. When he said score like Gehrig, Gehrig was a baseball player, Lou Gehrig, the one that got Lou Gehrig disease named after him.
With Agnes, it's easier to keep your cool in the kitchen.
Oh, darn it all. I just can't seem to recall my conversions. And my hands are just covered in cocaine.
Don't you worry that pretty little head. Remember, with Agnes, you've got a pal who always, always listens. Unlike that stone-aged moron of a husband you've got. Am I right, ladies? Of course I am.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Agnes, how many ounces are in a kilo?
There are 35 ounces in an uncut Colombian kilogram.
Wow, that was easy. Thanks, Agnes.
Of course, darling. Stay safe out there.
All right. Did that
What's
get that?
up?
Got it. Okay. Now,
Lead the way.
listen to the recorded code that's been saved to Agnes. Can we just? Can we just listen to it? Is that? Let's see. No, it'd be inventory. Miscellaneous. Personal note recorder. Okay, so we got it. Now we got to go into the manager's office. Was that something we didn't get to down here? Must be here. Maybe. Okay, so we need to use this terminal to get into the manager's office, but that's a story for another day. Let me give you a little tip, though. This door locks, and that terminal's the only thing that can open it. If you use this terminal and go into this room, you continue what you need to do in there. When you leave this room, don't go back in, because if you do, the door locks behind you, and you can't access this terminal, so you can't get out. Just a little tip. I'll see you in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.